Are you serious? Are you serious? Folks, Iran is getting aggressive. What? They're getting aggressive. Yesterday, I reported this on our live broadcast. It's at our website from 12 to 3 every day at www.paulbegleyprophecy.com that Iran reportedly had sent 2 warships into the Atlantic Ocean. These 2 Iranian warships set sail Tuesday for the Atlantic Ocean on their Navy's first ever mission there. This is a direct threat to America and to the West, is exactly what they're doing. The voyage comes amid an ongoing push by Iran to demonstrate the ability to project power across the Middle East and beyond. Matter of fact, here's a breaking information confirming it, as Fox News was actually talking to former UN Ambassador John Bolton.
Got some breaking news overnight on Iran. Yet again, that country said to be on the move yet again. State TV saying that 2 of its warships are on their way to the Atlantic on their Navy's first ever mission there. I want to bring John Bolton in now. Former ambassador to the United Nations and a Fox News contributor in L.A. today. Mr. Ambassador, good morning to you out there in California.
Good morning, Bill.
I want to show our viewers quickly on the map what we believe to be Iran is up to now. Off the southwestern coast here of Iran. Navy's 5th Fleet, by the way, just across the Persian Gulf and the Strait of Hormuz, that choke point that's been talked about for so long. Such a source of contention now between the oil route between Iran, Iraq, and Saudi Arabia. The idea here is to go back through the Suez Canal, out into the Mediterranean, advance at one time here. But that's not really new, because several months ago, Iran parked warships off the coast of Syria. But now what it wants to do is take these ships out through the Mediterranean into the Atlantic Ocean. And Mr. Ambassador, why are they doing this now? They must feel really good with all this attention.
Well, they certainly do, and they have reason to feel good, as the November agreement from Geneva on the Iranian nuclear program takes effect. That agreement represents a significant victory for Iran. They made temporary, easily reversible concessions on their nuclear program. They've broken through the Western regime of international sanctions. And the sending of these 2 warships is a political signal to the United States, to the other countries in the region, that Iran feels good and is trying to project power. And I think this is something that we should take very careful note of. They do not feel constrained by us or now by the international sanctions.
Just stop right there. How in the world did Iran get in this seat of power? How did they advance to this and feel good about themselves? Because the Obama administration let them. Flat out, just let them. First of all, you got Benjamin Netanyahu of Israel screaming that something's got to be done. Iran is building, they are in the process of enriching uranium. They have said in front of thousands of people, you watch the former president Maud Ahmadinejad stand up there and say, death to Israel, death to Israel. Israel must be annihilated. He says all these things. Thousands of Iranians are screaming in the streets. And the Obama administration kept canceling meetings with Benjamin Netanyahu and moving things forward as it relates to Iran. And what I mean by that is moving forward with the 6 nations talks. So you have United States, the United Kingdom, Russia, China, France, and Germany, the 6 superpowers, all met in Geneva with one Iranian envoy. They have a new president now named Hassan Rouhani. He comes in talking more diplomatic, and we want to work with everyone. Yet at the same time, the whole underlying message by Iran is annihilation of Israel. Why do they do this, Paul? Because Iran believes that they cannot get the 12th Imam, the Al-Mahdi, to come back to the earth unless there's chaos in the world, especially in Israel. They believe this will create that this is the trigger that forces or helps Allah, their God Allah, to send back send the 12th Imam, the Al-Mahdi, their Muslim savior of the world, is what they believe. Although that man that they're looking for, his his qualifications to be the Al-Mahdi is the same as our Bible's Antichrist. Okay, so just saying. Now, having that in your mind, if you're the President of the United States and you know that is the Iranians' theology, you know it's their end-time eschatology, then why would you sign some kind of weak deal that says they have to stop enriching uranium for 6 months and give them and let up on the sanctions so they can get $8 or $9 billion and ignore the pleas of Israel? And then what does Iran do? Iran does this. I mean, 2 days after they were stopping enriching uranium, 2 days later, they're sending 2 warships headed to the Atlantic Ocean. What? How do they go from outcast, isolated, out of everybody's hair, to flexing their muscles? Only way that can happen is if the leadership of this nation and the EU, David Cameron, you're just as guilty. Because you and Obama have decided to have this, let's be honest, an anti-Israeli position. It's what you seem to be having by the demonstration with what we see. Now, as this is going on, let me go on to say, the report says that this destroyer and a logistic helicopter carrier will be dispatched on a 3-month voyage. The warships will have task of securing, quote, shipping routes, as well as training new persons and personnel. The semi-official Fars news agency quoted Iran's Navy chief and Admiral Habibullah as saying it said the ships are carrying some 30 Navy Academy cadets for training along with the regular crews. It left the southern Iranian port. It did not mention any ports of call. No, because they're not on no shipping expedition. They are securing and understanding military routes. It's also a political move to flex the muscles of Iran to say to the world, we have arrived and we will be here long term. We're no longer a regional player and threat. We're a world participator. That is the plan that they are demonstrating. And if you take a look at the New World Order, it fits perfect. I mean, come on. It works. It's right. Radical Islam linking up with the authors of the New World Order, the participators, because they're all going to be one. You understand. I've been saying this. I've been preaching this. For 30 years, I've been telling people, here it is. You're going to have a new world order, a one world government linking up with a radical Islamic regime. Now, until I had a vision in 1994, I did not understand exactly how or what was the Islamic regime. I was looking for a specific country. But now I understand there are several countries involved, and it is an ideology. It is a movement. It is called Radical Islam. And its sole purpose is to destroy Christianity and the Jews. All Christians and Jews considered infidels in the Quran. Says it plainly. So what you're seeing is these two oppressive spiritual thoughts. And that is communism or New World Order, dictatorship, tyranny, linking up or locking arms with radical Islam and Sharia law, because they're both oppressive, they both hate Christianity and Jews, they both are just going to link arm in arm. It's a perfect, ugly, demonic marriage made in hell. I'm Pastor Paul Begley. Something biblical is going on. And you do know that Persia, by the way, is part of Ezekiel 38 and the Battle of Gog and Magog. And you do know that Persia once ruled Jerusalem. So don't get shocked that these old demons are rising again. But this time, they're going to rise up and lock arms with the beast and the one world government. I'm Pastor Paul Begley. Give your life to Jesus Christ. We're living in the last days. Wow.